It's going. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Today, Jack, you can come up here and clean off the piano. We have several people performing, so we'll only have brief comments. And Natalia, I invited Natalia to come and give comments to Jack because she's performed pictures at an exhibition a few times. She's our resident expert. So,
Hi, my name is Jack Tumba, and I'll be performing Baba Yaga's Hut and The Great Gate of Kiev by Mussorgsky. Thank you.
on, so it's gonna be quick and dirty. So go ahead and put up this. So first of all, what is the main thing that is dying right here? Main thing is missing is the time organization. Your time is chaotic, and that's what I mean. You have the right ideas, but it doesn't come through because you don't organize them well. So first of all, respect the object. Do you still using this edition that you pulled off internet?
Yeah, I haven't been able to.
It's wrong! People don't use this edition. It's just full of misprints, and you don't play in the right office, not right placement. You're missing a lot of things that is just not there. So let's talk of the very last chord. How long do you think it's gonna? Well, you got it very short. Like, pop, I'm done. So that's a huge bell, right? It's gonna keep ringing. So can you play for me just ya ta and really listen to the last one? You physically need to hold it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 still let it ring. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Yes, exactly. What you can use for the last note here, you can use 1 and 3, or 1 and 3 and 2 together. Instead of, because that's, I mean, you want to use 2 probably, but if you use this, that's going to be much easier to get the big sound. Also, don't press down on the big chords because it's going to rob you of the ring that you have in the natural ring of the piano. Really release them after. So your point, remember, it doesn't make sense to press because once the hammer hits the string, you cannot do anything about sound. It's not going to change, right? So release, calm and release, okay? Now, again, big chords, do not rush them. Ba-dum, 2, 3, 4. Ba-dum. Can you play just ba-dum? 2, 3, 4. Yes, a big finger on this one. Ba-dee, yeah, ba-dum. Yeah, but arrive and then play, right? Yeah. Good. So I'm not talking about staccato, right? I'm talking about release when you at the place where you're supposed to play, and then you release up, not leaving the key, because that looks weird. Yeah. That looks weird. Ba-dum, 2, 3, 4. Ba-dum, 2, 3, 4. Try one more time. No, don't leave. 4. It's visually different, right? You show it because we perceive music not only you're showing here as well, right? We're supposed to see the length of this padam too, because if you do padam and you let that means you're cutting the sound in a brain. Okay, do not rush this crescendo up here, yeah? Okay. And it starts mezzo forte, so you have some place to go. Can you start right here? 1 T ba T ba da T. Be a little bit more gentle with your hands.
And I started this too loud, right?
Yes, you start because then your combination wasn't good enough because you already wasted too much energy. Yeah. Go ahead and start right here. So be much more stricter about time. Be conductor here. Conduct yourself. Imagine. Because you allowed some in the section, well, that was okay. Do not cut that. Let it ring and then go to the next one, okay?
I don't have that from other right there. I need that, yeah.
Use the proper addition.
Okay.
Because like I cannot, you didn't play this octave here. You played octave lower. Play the right octave.
That'd be so much easier.
Yeah, exactly. If you started like octave higher and it's
right there?
Yeah, right there. See? Yeah. Just here. Just this. No. Octave. You see, it's those little bells, right? So I mean, you flip them octave down. What do you do? Okay. So yeah, very traditional about your timing. What does it say?
Without expression.
Senza espressione. It's the Orthodox Church choir, and you made it like rubato and really reflection and everything. Can you play absolutely senza espressione? And I wanted the first one, the piano. Very calm, okay? So here, again, I wouldn't use this kind of gesture because don't leave the key. So the release, but don't leave physically because it looks like you're playing bum, bum, bum. That's a vocal point, right? Just the four voices, right? And good, piano. I would use una corda here. Good. Also, don't think only vertically because right now it's ta, 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 right? You need to be very massive devotion, but not the big one. A small one, okay? Check your harmonies here, they weren't correct, right? Check. So get the proper addition. If you must know, the Handley, they released the app, and Handley editions are good. I mean, mostly good. There you will find the fingering suggestion, and they allow you to print PDFs out of that or just use it on your tablet. Okay, also you start again. Count here. This is one way you need to be very strict. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you start right here in the beginning, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. It's much more powerful when you're counting because that's giving you control over time. Like think of like I'm bored of the time. Right? Okay, now this one is okay. Not the right octaves. You know, you're playing an octave higher. It's all actually octave lower. So check your score. Just pull the right addition, okay? Yeah. There were some weird notes here. Just bum, right? Look at those sforzandes. So start again, actually from the beginning, okay? I wanted to play bum, 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 Mussorgsky put here. By the way, not Baba Yaga in Mussorgsky. Baba Yaga, Mussorgsky. I know. So here, if I may show you, okay? So when you play it all, it becomes fun. But look what actually Mussorgsky put there. So don't be loud everywhere. Pick your battles. Plus, it will allow you to relax more. Get rid of all the liturgies in the counting. Don't slow down here. Ya pa ti pa pa ti pa pa ti ti ya ta 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 ya ta 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 ta. All right. Then for click here. Ya pa ti pa ya ti. Not too short, because you do have but this don't cut it short, right? Yeah, exactly. This one is actually you're supposed to put it in the right hand. It's much easier. Those right hand then left. Oh. That's why. Okay. That's the redistribution. It's going to be much easier for you. Okay, if you do it this way. What else? Actually, I'd like you to start it one more time. Try to bring those and try to maintain 160. 160 is a good tempo for this one. Ding bum, da da dum, ba ba da, da 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 da. Yes. So now it's like you feel like because the Baba Yaga, she's not like some, I don't know, like a pretty nymph, right? And she's a very scary creature, very powerful. And this pam 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 pam, she would jump in her. There was like a stoop she would use, right, with a broom and everything. So not like riding on the broom, but in the stoop and with the broom. So pam 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 pam. Okay. So this imagery, again, much more stricter in the middle part. Yeah. More mysterious. Don't use shorter phrasing with a dynamic. So here, do you see how long crescendo is? It's not short, right? Can you try just sorry?
I used to do this crescendo more dramatically, and then Dr. Bond told me to stop taking.
I don't think you have to be super big here. It's about Mr. Yeah. No. What are you doing? You're interrupting this with left hand. You're not. You're doing this visually. For some reason. But if it's longer visually, it's much more effective. You try it. Yeah, but you didn't roll here. And really, that needs to be smaller. This tremolante here in your right hand. Just smaller movement. Don't be too big. Yes, here you go. Okay, so I think that's all I remember.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Okay, there you go.
I wasn't actually going to clean the bench. I just wanted to do that. So that wasn't easy. Yes. What's the music stand now?
I'm performing Chopin's Waltz in E minor.
We've only got a few seconds. Good job. You know, all of these little bottom notes have a staccato on them, and a lot of times Chopin would put a staccato on the low note so that you wouldn't accent it too much. And you're not doing it. You're not accenting it off. I love what you're doing, but I think you can put a little more attention into kind of a buoyancy that left hand. So, and maybe a little bit of shorter pedals, so it's not quite so. Good for you. Now, whenever this is such a wonderful chord, this is so it's a B ninth chord resolving down. And Chopin and Liszt use that a lot. That ninth chord and resolving down to the root chord. So, and it's kind of a dissonance, and so we always want to stress dissonances and then release on consonances. So I think that more emphasis on that and then less on that. This is written in like a hairpin there. So we always wanted to dee, not dee, dum, ba. So think of all those, and it's, every time you have a two-note slur or a phrase ending in romantic music, we usually taper at the end. It's just an automatic thing that we expect to listen for, and when it's not there, it's kind of like there's something missing. So let's just take this part here. Make it real easy, and we play it beautifully. I would also write here, this is dolce e legato. So make this really as beautiful as you can. Dolce is sweet. It sounds a little bit aggressive for my taste. So let's just do this right here. And so stress the C sharp and then release on the B. So even a little more on the C sharp because it still sounds like E, gum. We want to slur beautifully into that. Good. Keep going. That's beautiful. Yeah. So always look for those things in music. Absolutely. This is great. Make sure this is a minor chord. It sounds funny to hear it major. It's major right here. Make sure it's minor. It's very important. And yeah, that's the hardest part, isn't it? Yeah. And then I would just, I just rhapsodize here. I just make this a lot more fantasy-like, so that and you can use a little more rubato through there when you've got that beautiful. Let's just now it's the same note exactly. So we want to come down on the B. Steer your left hand smooth and quiet as you can play. That's right. It's hard. It's weird to start.
I will be playing the Sarabande from Pour le Piano by Debussy.
Which way makes it go up?
It's going up. I think it's as high as it goes.
Oh, okay.
time for everyone today, but that's good news. I think we have a lot of people playing.
Yeah.
You've done really well, and I don't know if everybody realizes who hasn't played this piece how many complicated chords there are. And so you did really well considering everything that has happened. And you actually were brilliant here because you went forward instead of going back. If you're not sure about a chord, the best thing is to just play through it. But sometimes it's hard to play through because what comes next depends on the previous chord. In that case, the ideal thing is to skip ahead like you did here. Now, I have appropriate, I think, at the beginning. And also, a way to get some different tone colors is to more often bring out different tone colors is to more often bring out the bass note and inner notes only if they're especially colorful in that chord. So try from the beginning, less heavy on every chord, and some tone from the bass. So just try the first phrase. That's really good. And then maybe that time you did exactly what I said. You brought the bass out. And maybe there was a little too much bass in relationship to the soprano, but the key is that you're listening across the tones of the whole chord to find the expression and not just the top note. So when you have long chords and you're actually releasing your hand every time you play, but usually you're holding the chord for a certain amount of time, and then you kind of release in an angular way. Release the long chords a little bit more gradually, and then it looks like they last longer. So just play on measures 3 and 4. That's right. That's it. Okay. Very nice. Good work. And you chose well the mask to wear for today's performance.
Yes.
Hey, who did that Austin? The other Austin.
Hi, I'm Julio Murillo, and I'll be performing Chopin's Sixth Prelude from 24 Preludes in B minor.
Okay, good job. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh,
messed up the notes, you messed up my name.
all right, we're all good. Okay, good. Try playing the first two measures with no pedal. And see if you can make it just as sustained.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, my whole point of doing that is we need to clarify every single harmony. And the thing about, we always have to decide whether a figure is not melodic or harmonic. And this is kind of a combination of both, because you have a melody in the left hand that goes up and it outlines the B minor chord, which is actually the melody. Okay, and when a melody has outlines a chord, you can get away with longer pedal, but you have to keep changing the pedal very clearly with the melody notes, because we don't want to hear. Sure, because melodies, you're a singer, you know that a melody is a single line. You can't blur two melody notes together, or it ceases to become a melody. So that's what I would do if I would go through the whole thing and decide where you can hold the pedal and where you have a half step or a whole step, because those are going to be blurry. But you did beautiful musical things. And for instance, right here. That's way down here. It's way down here. Everything is so much down in this part of the piano that you have to be especially vigilant about pedaling when you're down that low. Okay. You can always get away with holding the pedal a lot longer way up here. But down here, you have to be very, very specific. Yeah, see, that's just right there. You have to be careful. Really listen to that. I would pedal twice the beat. Yeah, so the thing about pedaling is you can get away with a little bit of a blur as long as you change the pedal very completely on the next note. So what I'm saying is those are okay as long as you you notice I pedaled with my hand, but it's okay. You can all right, but because of just the nature of the way it's written, you do need a lot of pedal, but you're going to change it like crazy. Let's just start right there. So I would go through that, and I would mark it in. Well, you do have to mark song.
But I stopped halfway.
Oh, you stopped halfway. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good pedaling. I'm wondering about. Well, anyway, all right. But the point is, you played it beautifully, but really clean up the pedal, and then it won't be so blurry, and you won't be so distracted, wishing for clarity. All right. Good job.
I'm Austin Hepworth, and I'm going to play Ballade Opus 46 by Samuel Barber.
Good job, Austin. That's a very challenging piece. Very challenging piece. Oh, I did.
It seems like the type of piece you play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know you all that well, but that's the kind of piece I imagine you play.
I wouldn't take that as a compliment or as just kidding. All right, this is always an enigma at the beginning. It says restless, but it's a 40 on the metronome.
Right.
So how do you interpret that?
Well, I can say that I didn't interpret it like at all this time. Because
Because you're nervous.
that and still need to look at the markings some more. But yeah.
That's 40. So you're not far off, but it should have a feeling of, I don't know, internal turmoil. There's something that's got to be propelling it forward, even though it's a very slow tempo. Like, and there's a lot of syncopation there that you have to feel. Okay, so whenever you have a syncopation, there's always a beat after that. Not always, but there's a place where it corrects the rhythm. And what I mean by correcting the rhythm is when you have a syncopation, it accents a beat that's in a different place, right?
Right.
So this is where it corrects it here with the C natural. And okay, let's just start again. I'm not going to go into great detail, but there are a couple other things I just want. But let's see if don't feel like you're rushing, but you've got to feel this inner turmoil. You've got to feel the inner turmoil. Okay, so mezzo piano and much more has a smoothness to it. Okay, you know, I mean, you. That's such a wistful, that's a chromatic line, but such a wistful melody. Let's make it wistful. Okay. And very, very smooth, as smooth as you can play. Keep your fingers real close to the key, a little more rhythmic. I lose the pattern here. I've got here. Right. I miss it. I think it's the left hand. Okay. All right. And then right here, distant. How do you interpret that? It says distant in French would be lointain. But I never see a lot of French composers use that. How do you interpret that?
I don't know specifically how to explain it, but I feel like in this next measure, it's kind of approaching instead of being.
Yeah, right. The first measure is very distant. Yeah. Pianissimo. So almost like thin, very thin, like the piano's in another room.
Okay.
So it has to be really eerie and strange there, and very thoughtful. And then when you come here, I would really crescendo, make a huge crescendo, really arrive at that forte. Right. And make sure that these are already. Super staccato, staccatissimo.
Okay. Both hands.
Mhm. So that we have that's your anchor, not just try to discount the difficulty of it.
Okay.
try to make it seem like it's not as difficult as it is, but it's very difficult. What I'm saying is, and remember, there's a subito mezzo piano.
I
And
didn't see that one.
Very important. So subito, and then yeah, and here's a cool thing that you can do right here with this big. Just let it come off.
Oh, that's cool.
What did I do? Yeah.
Yeah, you help them.
Yeah, and it's not in the music, but I think it's a little thing. It's effective. You don't have to do it, but you know, there's that laissez vibrer, or they call it a French tie, or whatever you want to call it. It has to just keep ringing out, and there's no law that says that you have to come off the pedal. You can just let it die down, and then keep the pedal down, and play this, and then gradually release your pedal. There are a lot of different things you could do there, interpretively. Because I think it's just a little dry if you just cut it off and then